A new survey from Liaison Strategies and Publicus finds small businesses in the province and the public remain pretty wary on the adoption of AI in settings other than for applications like marketing and bookkeeping.
Let's break down the numbers with the CEO of Publicus, Joe Noss. Joe, good morning. Thanks so much for being here on CP24 Breakfast. Let's start with the basics. Maybe just walk us through some of the key findings of your study and if anything surprised you in it.
100%. So I would say the most surprising thing, right, is even in a year, 2025, where we're seeing theoretically an increased adoption in AI, right? What business owners and the general population alike have stated is that this is actually reduced, or for 2/3 of businesses stayed exactly the same, right? This is alarming, where we need AI growth and adoption to be what's driving GDP, the economy, if we want to have a really robust year this year. And sadly, we're not seeing those numbers come through yet.
Do you think part of the hesitation is people don't understand the technology or maybe don't trust it yet?
Yeah, I think you are completely right. I think every single one of us knows that there's a challenge with trust and adoption, right? I use AI every day. I'm a bit afraid of it. I know both of you probably are as well. But I think what we all as individuals and employees need to understand is that there is a promise of AI out there where it allows us to avoid the most tedious, terrible paperwork processes that we hate, the parts of our job that we really do not want to spend time on, right? And to allow us to kind of achieve that, to take advantage of it, it means we all need to play a role in starting to use it in our day-to-day, right? And something that really came through the survey was that business owners now overwhelmingly in every function of a business want AI to be used. But the general population is extremely apprehensive, right? Something like 63% of folks stated they do not want it used in customer service, or they've actually found it impact negatively their experience with customer service. So I know there's some real trust issues, but it requires all of us kind of digging in our heels and really starting to play with these tools.
Yeah, speaking of trust, Joe, I mean, I'm just looking at some of your numbers here. The trust catastrophe in institutions, Ontarians reporting negative impacts for universities, insurance, healthcare. I mean, these are sectors where people have a lot of their really personal, private, most secretive information, financial institutions. And when you see so much fraud happening and scams happening, how do you bridge that gap, I guess, between using AI to improve business, to, make advancements while also making sure that people are protecting themselves and know how to do that?
Yeah, I think you're completely right that there's general fears about technology, such as the scams we're all experiencing, the robocalls that are getting out of control. But at the same time, we put all those fears, I think, on this general catch-all term for AI, right? And what that results in is 47% of people saying AI is having a negative effect on healthcare, when in reality, what it allows us to achieve is the reduction in wait times in emergency care, the effective kind of time saving for the average family doctor, where I know so many Canadians waste so much time just waiting to see one, right? And so I think figuring out these benefits, communicating what those are, and actually making clear the differences between AI and just kind of the fraud that goes on is going to have to be a job of our policymakers and potentially businesses as well, right? I think the large hyperscalers that people talk about, right, Facebook, Microsoft, Google, they have an onus, I think, to communicate to the public the benefits of AI, as do policymakers, right? If all of us had a clearer understanding of the fraud and a clearer understanding of the benefits, I think we would be able to trust these tools a lot more.
It's such an interesting conversation, especially when it comes to healthcare, right? We hear from people in that field saying they are overwhelmed with the backlog of the paperwork and trying to keep up with everything. And maybe this is a way that technology can be used. So, Joe Noss, we certainly appreciate your time, talking about this, because it's something we're following really closely right now, given this day and age.
100%. And I would also say I endorse the Mediterranean diet, which I heard a little bit about earlier.
Me too.
Big supporter. Yeah.
So, it's a good one.
Thank you both very much.
Thanks so much.